The review that I'm about to do is something that you can make the decision on, whether you want to see it or not. I will not push you. If you dislike tales about unfortunate children and despicable villain who wants to steal their fortune, because what I'm about to say can only be described with two single words.
Look away, look away, look away, look away.
Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events is the recent Netflix series that has just come out, I think, on the Friday the 13th of January. Yeah, so last week. Look, I'm a huge Lemony Snicket's fan. I've got all of the books. For some odd reason, I've lost 2 and 3, which was The Reptile Room and The White Window. But yeah, I've pretty much got all of the books. The series basically takes the 4 main books, The Bad Beginning, The Reptile Room, The White Window, and The Miserable Mole, and splits them in the space of 8 episodes. It stars Neil Patrick Harris, who was famous for Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother, as the cunning Count Olaf, who was not too long ago played by Jim Carrey in the movie, which I'm going to talk more on just now. The series is really good. I'm going to be very honest with you. As a fan of the books, I think it really goes into the details that Daniel Handler, who is pen naming himself as Lemony Snicket, talks more on in the books, and they really managed to get the quirks and the humor quite nicely, which came across a little bit cheesy in the trailer, which I was very, very afraid of, to be honest. But it was good. Like, I think the first 2 stories, The Reptile Room and The Bad Beginning, were one of the best of the show, and obviously the finale. The weakest of the show is The White Window, which is the 3rd of the book's series, and there's 2 issues. One, Alfred Woodard as Aunt Josephine was a complete miscast. She's normally a good actress, and I don't think she understands the point of Aunt Josephine's character, especially because Lemony Snicket is a kid's show. I felt that she treated it like it was a pantomime or a parody, and that was rather annoying for me because she was too over the top and she didn't understand the little psychological issues that Aunt Josephine was going through, because she was traumatized by fear. Obviously no spoilers. The other problem was the music. It's James Newton Howard, who generally is a great composer. I'm a big fan of scores, and one of his most amazing scores were Unbreakable, and the thing is that he really doesn't understand the series either. It just feels like these professional people went into the show and not bothering about the content and not respecting the content. And that was my issue. But then it picked up. The show really picked up when it gets to The Miserable Mole, and it ends on a nice little cliffhanger. And I'm very excited to see where this show goes, where they adapt the next books in the series. There's 13 altogether, and yeah, I'm rather impressed with the series of unfortunate events overall. It's got a few issues with it. I mean, the movie is far superior. There's a sense of magic to the movie. And Jim Carrey is a slightly better Count Olaf than Neil Patrick Harris, but The kids' performances, the children who play the Baudelaires, are great. Melina Wiseman and the rest of the cast all play their characters respectfully, and that for me is quite cool because I'm a big fan, as I've told you, of the book series, which I'm actually reading at the moment again. So yeah, if you guys come across the show, give it a try. It's a very decent show, and I give it a 7 out of 10. That's me. Look forward to our next review.